Hey everyone, Draco Prime 220 here. Today I'm going to talk about the Hulk, the Incredible Hulk. Yeah, he is actually my favorite Marvel character, and I've had this thing for a while since I was younger that I liked, the villains, like Spider-Man's Rogues Gallery, and also Hulk. I always had a fascination with a character that could become a creature, a beast, or a character that what I liked about Spider-Man's Rogues Gallery is that quite a few of them are based off animals or inspired by animals. Vulture, the Lizard, Rhino, Scorpion, or if they're like a monstrous version of Spider-Man, like Carnage and Venom. My other favorite villain is Kraven the Hunter. He's a hunter. He's not like a beast, but he does have enhanced instinct, strength, stamina, like certain continuities. He has enhancements, like potions or herbs or something. Or if it's a cartoon like this Spectacular Spider-Man, he does get a similar transformation with John Connor the Lizard. I mean, not John Connor, oh my god, not John Connor, Kurt Connors. Oh, I'm so sorry. Kurt Connors, who becomes the Lizard. In the Spectacular Spider-Man, he, gets this one of mammalian DNA, and he becomes more like a lion. He has, as he says, he's got he runs fast as cheetah, leap and climb like leopard, and strength of lion. In other words, he's just a very, very strong man who's highly skilled and is at the peak of his physicality, skill, and strength. But the one character that really I have grown to like the most is the Hulk. Hulk, I heard, was an inspiration from both Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde and Frankenstein's monster. My history with the Hulk started actually on the Sci-Fi Channel when I was younger. From either 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning to 4 or 5 o'clock in the evening. Sometimes they have this Incredible Hulk marathon of the 1970s 1970s TV series, The Incredible Hulk, starring Bill Bixby as Dr. David Banner and Lou Ferrigno, who plays the titular character, The Incredible Hulk. I loved that show. I still do. I actually enjoyed also 2 of the 3 made-for-TV films. The Trial of the Incredible Hulk and The Incredible Hulk Returns, where he actually encounters Thor. So, but yeah, I grew to love the Hulk in that show and Dr. David Banner. The 3rd made-for-TV film, The Death of the Incredible Hulk, I'll be honest, I was disappointed with it. You mean to tell me after everything the Hulk has been through, everything that has been thrown at the Hulk, he gets killed by a plane exploding, from falling from an exploding plane, crashing onto the ground? That's enough to kill him? I'm not trying to be mean here. That was a bit anticlimactic. When I first heard about the death of the Incredible Hulk, my thought was, what if they were going to go the route of the 2-part episode, the first, where Banner has to deal with someone who actually became a Hulk-like creature, but instead of I don't want to be this way, he enjoyed it. He enjoyed being this evil, more lanky, skinny, Hulk-like creature that was actually kind of freaky to look at. And actually, in some shots, he kind of looked taller than Lou Ferrigno. And what I liked about that episode was that here we got two different people who become like a Hulk in their own way. A Hulk that actually is gentle and kind. Just when he gets angry, he's defending himself. He's not, or defending someone. He's not trying to do something out of cruelty or actual evil. He's like a animal just trying to defend himself. And it's like in the pilot, I can't remember the lady that dies in the end. She says to Banner that it won't kill because David Banner won't kill. It's just his primitive emotions run wild. It's an extension of him. But because he's a good person, the Hulk knows, like, the Hulk reflects his good nature, but more wild, more primitive, more like, not like complex thinking, more simple. While the other guy, I can't remember the other guy's name who becomes this other Hulk-like creature, he like, there's a scene in the bar where he is literally trying to get someone to punch him, and he wants that. He wants to take his rage and become the monster and take it out on these people. This one guy just, I'm like, holy cow, what is, like, this guy who becomes this skinnier Hulk is just, he's dangerous. Like, he enjoys the power. He has times that he wants to feel strong again. While Banner's like, you want everyone to be afraid of you? Now, that two-parter was really good. That's actually one of my favorite two-parters of the Hulk series from 1970. My second is Prometheus, not to be confused with the Alien films. My thought was, when I saw the Death of the Incredible Hulk, didn't know that one existed, I was thinking someone makes a Hulk-like creature similar to Hulk, and basically they would have to pull a Death of Superman where, like with Doomsday, Superman has to go to the extent to where he loses in order to beat this thing. I was thinking the similar thing with the Hulk, where Hulk has to fight something similar to him, and he has to go to that extent. To beat it, he has to die. What really bugs me about it is not only is this movie anticlimactic, but the sequel they were planning, but due to Bill Bixby's passing, I was just like, dang, like, this sequel could have been awesome. Like, they have to bring Banner back to life, because someone makes either Hulk-like creatures or another Hulk, and Banner, when he comes back to life, he can't change into the Hulk. He's human. He's normal. It's almost like when they bring him back to life, it's like a reset. He's normal. He doesn't have the ability to turn into the Hulk. But throughout the movie, like at some point during the movie, he has to do the same process again and become the Hulk again to fight off these Hulk-like characters or this Hulk-like creature. But that would have been awesome. That would have been... I would have loved to see that, but due to Bill Bixby passing, it unfortunately did not happen. I then saw the 2003 Hulk. It's okay. I do like how Hulk is kind of depicted. They give, like, when he first changes, like, it delves more into, like, the mental part of why Banner has all this rage in him, and, like, how you see the door being bashed open. It's like Hulk is trying to come out, and when he changes, it's, like, very dark. You can't really see, like, you can see, but, like, try to give that horror aspect to it. The next film I saw was Hulk 2008. And Lou Ferrigno makes a cameo, but also does some of the vocal effects for Hulk, which was actually nice. So once again, years later, he once again plays the Hulk, to a degree. Avengers. Hulk I think, was good. He had actually a very scary moment when he changes and he, like, jump scares and then chases Natasha, Black Widow, and has a little brawl with Thor and, of course, owning Loki. That, and saying, "Puny God." I actually like that. Hulk was also good in Age of Ultron, where I don't know what the hell Scarlet Witch made him see, but Hulk looked feral. That's not Savage Hulk. That is feral Hulk. That is a Hulk that just doesn't give a darn about who's in his way. Like, when he's attacking that city after whatever Wanda made him see, he looks like, there's, like, even this scene when, he looks like he's just pure monster mode. And, I know there was a deleted scene just revealed, like, maybe several months back, where these kids are playing and then Hulk, like, pops out and is rampaging through this little town before he arrives at the city. I kind of wish they kept that in, because that would have made it more like, oh shit, like, more of a scary horror moment. But there's, like, this one scene where I'm like, Hulk is not it right. Hulk, something's wrong. Whatever he's singing, he's not liking it. Because when Iron Man comes down with the Hulkbuster, Hulk, like, wipes his face and goes like this. Like that. I'm like, okay, Hulk, what are you seeing that's making you like this? The Hulkbuster Hulk fight was awesome. I actually liked the one scene when Iron Man punches a tooth out of him and Tony Stark was like, sorry. I like how Tony Stark was like, oh shit, what did I do now? Oh god. And the fact is that it took him to plow him through a partially built abandoned building to actually snap him out of it. Wow. That's like something right out of the comics. And the thought that Hulk, after that, pretty much leaves, like, he actually shuts off Natasha's message to him on the Quinjet, and then we see him in Thor Ragnarok. Here's was a little different. He's on an alien planet, he's a gladiator, he's a champion, and he has, of course, his armor with his giant axe and hammer, which is really cool. But here's the thing. He's been Hulk for over 2 years, and he speaks. I liked how they did it here. Hulk, there was a good balance between Hulk can express himself more clearly to someone without being all "Hurr." But he also knew when to be a beast. Like, he knew, like, there was like this point where he knew when to talk, but then he knew when to be a beast. He knew when he had to be savage mode. And I have to say, Hulk's performance, like, Mark Ruffalo killed it as the Hulk. Like, I know he probably did the voice. When Hulk is, like, trying to make Thor stay, like, Thor jumps out and is like, "Friend, stay!" I'm like, aw, that's actually kind of sweet, but also kind of sad, because he has the impression that everyone hates him. And here he's got one that can actually go toe-to-toe with him, and actually maybe he considers him a friend / sparring partner. And then when he gets into the Quinjet, Thor, of course, tries to figure out how to get, it to work. Hulk comes in and is like, "Friend, stay!" And Thor's like, "No, you're breaking it." He's like, "Stay! Don't go!" I actually felt sorry for Hulk in that moment. It's just the fact that he wasn't intentionally trying to destroy the Quinjet, even though he did rip the back off. Just him walking towards Thor, I'm like, he can cause damage just by walking. I felt sorry for Hulk, because then when he sees Natasha's message, he starts, like, you could tell he's feeling the change, like, Banner's starting to come back out again. And he's, like, shaking it, then he starts punching himself, and then he, like, rams himself, and then you just see this utter look of sadness, and, like, he's terrified, he's scared, because he knows Banner's trying to come out. And I'm like, oh my god, just someone give this guy a hug, like, for God's sake. That roar, but it's not the roar he made, it's the sad, like, terrified face that he made. I'm like, someone just give him a hug, something. And then he's like, the thing is, what I liked about this, you actually see him trying to fight the transformation. And he's like, no, Banner! And he's like shrinking up and down, like it's sporadic. I'm like, holy cow! He's never fought the transformation this aggressively before. But of course, he reverts to Banner, but then he becomes Hulk again when he fights Fenrir the wolf, Hela's pet. Have to admit that wolf was pretty cool, by the way. Okay, this is where my problem with the Hulk starts to, Hulk is still one of my favorite characters, but how MCU then started to interpretate him, I'm like, okay, in the opening of Infinity War, he was done good. And I do like the fact that they kind of kept him, sorry, I got an itch at my nose. Sorry, Hulk was, scared after being owned by Thanos. Sorry, dang nabbit, the stinking nose. If this weather would make up its mind. Anyway, Hulk is terrified. He got literally owned and messed up by Thanos. And I'm thinking, he's got to get a rematch in Endgame. Nope. Didn't happen. Hulk, I'm sorry. I was so disappointed. I know there is a character called Smart Hulk, but isn't that someone else? Isn't that some other guy that becomes Hulk but has still all his intelligence? If anyone knows, please let me know in the comments section. I'm like, are you kidding me? This is the Hulk we're getting now? And then, on top of that, he doesn't even get a rematch with Thanos. After what Thanos did to him, he freaking deserved it. And it only got worse from there. She-Hulk, I watched it and I'm like, there's still there is a point where him and She-Hulk She-Hulk have a bit of a disagreement and they kind of fight each other a bit. And you do see that there is a little bit of the Savage Hulk still in there, and that made a lot of people wonder, including myself, if you push him enough, will the Savage side come out? Didn't do much for me. Hulk has been done so poorly in Endgame and in She-Hulk. Now, Captain America, Brave New World, you say what you want about it, but seeing Red Hulk, not this Smart Hulk, being this savage brute, this monster, this, my God, that was a breath of fresh air for me. That was a breath of fresh air for me with Red Hulk. Now, we got Hulk coming back in Spider-Man: A Brand New Day. This is the chance for the Hulk to make his comeback and actually make fans, this is the Hulk we want. This is the Hulk we need. Not this Smart Hulk, because I'm pretty sure he's another guy that becomes it. Please, once again, in the comments section, please let me know. Hulk is said that he either... there's rumors going around that he's going to be Gray Savage Hulk, Green Savage Hulk, I don't know. Just give me... I don't care if he's blue with purple polka dots Savage Hulk. Just give me a Savage Hulk. I think it would be interesting if he's Savage Gray Hulk, even though I know that from... Gray Hulk can be a lot more smart. He is more articulate in his voice. He's not Hulk smash and, puny Banner. He actually can talk, full sentences and stuff. Please, I don't care if he's gray or green, just give me a Savage Hulk. Something, I guess, is going to happen that's going to make Banner snap and turn back into Savage Hulk. So, this could be Hulk's comeback. This is the Hulk I want. This is, I think, the Hulk a lot of people want. Because a lot of people are not really pleased with how Hulk has been interpreted in the last few, the films in the She-Hulk series. I think the way he was done up to Thor Ragnarok was good. From the rest, downhill, and on top of that, he wasn't given a rematch with Thanos, which I think he deserved after the humiliating defeat he got in Infinity War. Whether Hulk is going to show up in Doomsday, I have no idea. There is going to be a lot of characters in that movie, so I don't know. They may save him for Secret Wars. I don't know. But either way, I'm just glad we're getting Hulk back. A proper Hulk that I think a lot of people have been wanting again. So this can be Hulk's potential comeback. So, Hulk's still my favorite character. I like how he is portrayed for most media, but currently with the MCU, I'm like, come on, guys. Give us that Hulk smash. Give us that Hulk. But, yeah. If you like this video, like and subscribe. I currently got 66 subscribers. I am very thankful. My goal is at least to reach 100 by the end of the year. Please spread the word, and please help me make my goal complete. Help me make my goal happen. I am excited for Avengers Doomsday. I will probably be making a video about that at some point. I will be watching it in theaters, and I will be making my out-of-theater reaction. No spoilers. Yeah, just... This could be the Hulk's comeback. Give us Savage Hulk. That's all I'm asking. So, when Brand New Day comes out, we'll see what happens. And I will be giving my out-of-theater reaction to it. No spoilers. Till then, I am Draco Prime 220, signing off. Justice for Hulk.